now with the D grace note, we'll do 2 grace notes 4 times. And then we change to the next note on the downstroke. What we need to be aware of is we need to make sure that the amount of air time, that is the length of time that the finger is off the chanter, has to be the same every time, for every grace note. When we go back down the scale, because we've commenced on the downstroke, the fingers all have to land together. Watch now for going back down the scale with the heartbeats. What we need to do is continue progressing up and down the scale, isolating these tendons here, and that will provide strength to your fingers. A bit like going to the gym and doing push-ups. Like after a while it becomes very easy. Once we've mastered that on the D finger, we move to the E finger and do the same process. Once again, up and down until you start to isolate these tendons and they start to get fatigued. What we'll do now is move on to the C finger. Now with each of these fingers, it's recommended that you go up and down to that note at least 3 times. Okay. Moving on, we'll go on to the F finger. Note the amount of air time is pretty much the same irrespective of which finger we're using. Moving on, we'll use the B finger. Once again, up and down until the tendons start to get worked. And you also do this on the G finger. must also be stated that while we're paying particular attention to the amount of airtime that the grace notes have, the gap in between the two grace notes should also be identical.